Hey everyone, welcome. I'm your girl Leanne Thomas, and I'm really excited to be here with you this morning. And I'm coming here today to you live on Facebook and later on my YouTube channel with Erica Anderson. And I was so blessed to get to meet Erica when we were both studying our mindfulness and meditation with Sarah McLean through the McLean Institute. And I just really resonated with Erica and her energy, and the aura about her was so loving and kind and welcoming. And so I really wanted for all of you to be able to meet Erica. Now I know that Erica is a communication counselor, right, Erica? Did I say that right?
Coach, you could say communications coach.
Coach.
Yes, yes.
And so thank you for being here and guiding us through this meditation that you have today. But before we get started on the meditation, maybe you could share a little bit about yourself.
Sure, sure. So my name is Erica, and I'm joining you from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm a mom. I have two adult age daughters, and I have my dog Buddy, who's on the bed that you see behind me and may make an appearance throughout our time together today. So I used to work in administration at a university, and I had the opportunity to go to graduate school in that university. And at that time, I was in my 40s. I was struggling with some personal growth and professional relationship issues. I was at a period in my time where I was looking at the first 40 years of my life and looking at them and taking stock and thinking what things worked for me and what things could be a little bit better and what changes can I make within myself to make the next 40 or 50 years what I want them to be, a chance to kind of live with those regrets and so on. So my graduate work, I did an biographical self-study on who I am and what made me tick. And in that time, I also came across a coaching program called Intentional Communication.
Mm.
The reason I was drawn to that program is because I was having difficulty expressing myself in challenging situations, and I wanted to learn how to do that more constructively. And a part of that meditation, or part of that intentional communication program, was using prescribed meditations, one of which I'm going to share today, the cord cutting meditation. And that's what really peaked. That's what kind of brought the practice out of me thinking, oh, it would be good for me to meditate, into actually meditating and then seeking further practice or further learnings in meditation with Sarah at the McLean Institute. And that's how I've landed to where I am.
Yeah, and how we got to meet. So I feel like the universe was
Yeah,
conspiring to bring us together. And it
absolutely.
sounds very intuitive, all of that work and that inner diving in. And I know that you probably help people immensely learn to use their voice,
Mhm.
express themselves, and tap their intuition through meditation and all the aspects that you bring. Now, I know you're still working on constructing your websites and all of this kind of stuff for people to find you. So I just want everybody to stay tuned because I will be sharing Erica's information as soon as she gets that all pulled together and wrapped up beautifully. Because I just know that you're going to be bringing things to the world that is so needed. Now, you mentioned cord cutting. Now, what kind of let us know, where's the power in that? What's the point, the purpose? Why cord cutting?
Right. So a cord cutting meditation, it's going to be a guided visualization that we go through where we bring someone in. So say you have a difficult relation with someone, past, present, even anything beyond that, whatever. In my case, it was even with myself, letting go of past versions of myself, those past versions from the first 40 years that even though they weren't serving me particularly well, I was holding on to. So it's a cord cutting meditation allows us to cut the energetic ties with our perception of those relationships. So it's not to say, just I'll use you for an example, even though I hope this never happens. Say we have a disagreement or something happens with our relationship. I do a cord cutting meditation. And it's not to say that I never want you in my life anymore. I want the energy around the difficult parts of that. I want to release the energy that's contained within my vision of the relationship that we have. So it cuts the energetic ties between yourself and another person in a loving way.
I really love that. And I can think of several people that I could benefit from working with energy that way. So I'm very excited to do this today. So should we get at it?
Sure.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself so that I can enjoy this meditation along with all of you that are watching. And so I will mute and you will be ready to go.
Wonderful. All right. So just before we begin, I just want to reemphasize that this is not an exercise in cutting anyone out of your life unless that's your intention. It's really about creating space within the relationship. There's 5 essentials that we talk about anytime I go lead people into a meditation. The first is that if during the visualization you find your mind wandering, or having other thoughts, it's totally natural. Don't berate yourself. Don't become too hard on yourself or think that you're doing it wrong. Every time you notice your mind wandering, just bring it back to the meditation, back to the sound of my voice. Or if you need to, before you come to the sound of my voice, bring your attention back to your breath and back to your body. And don't try too hard. I'll be prompting you to bring images to mind. If they're not coming to mind, keep going, just go with it. Whatever's going to occur to you is what's meant to be happening for you. So it's really important that we're kind to ourselves. It's another one of the essentials, and just allow that to happen. The other thing is not to have any expectations. So sometimes when we go into meditations or, particularly guided visualizations, we expect ourselves to participate in that meditation in a particular way, and it's not necessary. Again, whatever experience you have during the meditation is the experience that's going to be most helpful to you. And stick with it. If you find yourself struggling to stay with the meditation, just keep your seat, keep your eyes closed, and when you're ready, if you become ready before the end of the meditation, come back and join into the visualization. I'm going to ask that people keep their eyes closed during the meditation, but if that's uncomfortable for you, you can always just cap your eyes, so slightly lower your lids, and find a place to gaze at that's like downward and slightly in front of you. So let's get comfortable. We can start by taking some deep breaths in and out. And as you start breathing deeply, breathe right down into your belly. And as you breathe in, let your belly rise. And as you breathe out, let your belly fall. And again, rise and fall. And feel yourself relaxing as you give yourself this gift of deep breathing. And for the next couple of breaths now, I'd like you to feel the breath coming into the top part of your chest. So as you inhale, your chest rises. And as you exhale, your chest falls. And each time that you inhale and exhale, you feel more and more relaxed. Now you scan your body from your toes to your head. And as you scan your body, I want you to imagine a big white ball of light. And this is a healing light touching each part of you and cleansing anything that isn't working for you anymore. And what you release could be feelings of doubt or anxiety, fear. Just start at your toes. Let that big ball of white light wash over your toes and your feet. See it, feel it travel up to your ankles. and past your shins, up to your knees. Feel it wash over your thighs. And let it come to your hips. And now see this big white ball of light in your lower belly. And feel it travel up to your chest. And feel it traveling along your spine. And notice as it moves up to your shoulders, and down your arms, past your elbows, to your lower arms, past your ribs, and even into your fingers. Move back up now to your shoulders. And feel that big ball of white light moving up to your neck. And let it wash over your face. And feel yourself relax deeper and deeper. Now, as we begin the cord cutting exercise, I want you to imagine the person that you're really struggling with. This could be a person from the past, it could be a present relationship, it could even be a version of yourself that's no longer serving you. Maybe a person who you really just feel like you can't forgive. And even though you're trying, you still feel like there's an energy between you that you really just no longer want in your life. So choose that person. And we're going to go on a little journey together. I'll remind you that if someone else comes up in your mind during the visualization, just go with it. This is a visualization that you can come back to and do again and again. Now imagine that you're walking along a beach and you feel so relaxed. You feel the sand in between your toes. And there's a beautiful light breeze playing on your skin. Not only do you feel really relaxed, you just feel really good in your body. And you're walking along the sand and you're so calm and so at peace with yourself, knowing that there's nothing holding you back anymore. You can stop walking and just stand for a moment and look out over the horizon. See the beautiful blue and green water. And far in the distance, you can even see dolphins playing throughout the waves. And you know that this is a very special omen. And the dolphins are here to help you heal and to help you let go. And as you stand there looking out to the horizon, you can put your hand on your heart and feel the gratitude that you have for your life. And that you're living such a happy and healthy life, free from any doubt, anxiety, or fear. Be free from any drama and free from any relationships that no longer serve you. As you start to walk along the beach again, you see a figure walking towards you. It's really small right now. And as that person gets closer and closer, you notice it's the person in your life that you'd like to let go of in some way. It doesn't mean that you'll never see them again. It's someone with whom you want to transform your relationship to. It could be someone from your past who's hurt you. And what you notice as they come closer and closer is that they look just as happy and healthy and calm and at peace with their life as you feel in yours. There's no fear, there's no anxiety in seeing this person coming closer and closer to you. And if you do feel fear and anxiety, or even anger, or any strong emotion towards them, just pause for a moment with your hand on your heart. Look out to the sea at the dolphins and feel reassured that this is the perfect time, and it is only for the greater good for your soul and for theirs to let go of this relationship and its entanglements. And when you feel yourself getting calm again, turn towards the person as they walk to you. And you feel nothing but calm and peace come over you as they get closer and closer until they're standing pretty close to you. Let them be as close as you're comfortable with them being. Maybe it's an arm's length away. Notice that they're wearing nice clothing. And they look at peace with themselves, no matter what their life is currently like. And as you look towards this person, you're going to notice that cords exist between you. Start to see them now. Whatever image forms is the right image. Start to see these cords materialize. Now that you're so close to each other, the cords start to form. They form a connection between the two of you. First, they might look quite transparent and develop into something more and more solid. It's as if all of the emotional entanglements between the two of you are starting to come in to a solid being. I want you to notice what they're made of. Have a look at the texture. Is it rope? Is it wire? Is it some sort of a man-made material? It could be something quite intense like barbed wire, or something small like red wool. Start to see exactly what your cords are made of. How thick are they? Are they small and wiry? Maybe they're big, knotted, and gnarled. If you can, try to see how many cords are between the two of you. Is it just one strong one? Or is it many little ones that interconnect? And these cords aren't causing you any pain at all. You're just noticing all the different energetic connections you have with this person. And it's time now to let them go. Look at your person, whoever it is, and I want you to ask them, are you ready to let these go as much as I am? And see their face. Notice that they smile and they nod, because this is going to be as beneficial for them as it is for you. At a soul level, you're not necessarily rejecting them. This is not an exercise in abandonment. This is just clearing these energetic cords between you so you can both move on to a new level of friendship, relationship, or simply let each other go forever. Seeing them smile and nod gives you the courage that you need and lets you know that it really is time to let this go. It's going to take a special sort of tool to cut these cords. You have the exact right tool for the job. Notice it in your hand now. Notice how shiny it is. It almost has a special glow. Maybe it's a beautiful pair of scissors or wire cutters. Whatever it is, it shines with light and love. This is not going to hurt. This is only going to set the two of you free. Now take this magic tool and start cutting through the cords. It's going to take one cut, one swipe, and they're gone. It could take some hacking, some energetic tugs as you get rid of the cords, making sure you get every single one. You can scan your body and theirs for any last remaining energetic cords and snip through them. Cut through them easily, effortlessly, and painlessly. And as you cut through the cords, you might notice that there are still little bits that are attached to you and them, but not to each other. And even these little bits are starting to fade away. And you're free now of the energetic entanglements between the two of you. I want you to feel this after I count to 3. Feel completely light and free. 1, 2, and 3. Feel everything fall away. You're now completely free of any negative entanglement with this person, any trauma, any toxicity, any negativity that you no longer want. And look at this person now. And if you feel like it, take their hand. It's not going to set up any new energetic entanglements. You're just going to bless them and send them away with love. I want you to say, you are free and I am free. I bless you and my soul loves you. I now set us both free. Look into their eyes and at a soul to soul level, feel the love that you have for them. It might be love that you don't have in the real world, and that's okay. But at a soul to soul level, your contract is now complete. You begin to know exactly why you came together and why you had your interactions. And now it's done. And you can see in their face that they're done with it as well. And as you drop their hand, you see them turn away and walk up the beach as they get further and further and further away. And as they're walking further away, you feel even lighter, and everything to do with that person, with those energetic entanglements, is fading away. And turn once again to the horizon and say, I'm free. I'm free from the past now. And you can see the dolphins out in the water still playing and free. And you're exactly like that dolphin. And mentally give yourself a big hug because this is amazing, energetic work. Just relax and let that energy work its magic. And you're free now to create your life even more beautifully than you have before. And take one last deep breath and slowly start to feel yourself come back into the room and feel yourself come back into your present reality. Maybe feeling a little different, feeling a little lighter, and ready to go forth and create your beautiful life. And when you're ready, in your own time, you can open your eyes.
Wow, Erica, that was moving on so many levels. And the powerful visualizations that came forward for me will sit with me for a while in a very positive, good way. I want to encourage anybody that's listening to put a comment in the chat, like maybe you saw what type of tool that you were using to cut your cords with, or maybe there was a color of the cords or a certain type. I'm reflecting on the emotions that I had at the beginning of that gorgeous meditation and the emotion after. Like I felt a transition. So if you felt a transition, put that down. Was this easy for you? It's okay if it wasn't. And right now we can't see all the chat that you're writing, but I'm definitely going to go in there and see what you all have to say. And I just feel so very blessed to not only have Erica here, but any of all of you that are listening. And I think that anybody that's listening to this right now, Erica, is going to know that this is the meditation to go back and visit again.
Yes,
And
absolutely. Yeah, some
this,
of those energetic ties are really, really strong, and our body holds feelings and emotions, and they're going to emerge sometimes when we don't want them to, or when we least expect them to. And if we can make the time to go through this practice again, we can just, it just helps us come back.
right, that feeling of moving towards peace, right? Maybe the first time somebody does this, they don't maybe get all the way there, but
Mhm.
I just think that if they didn't, probably throughout the day, it's going to revisit them at some point and they'll feel this continued depth of release,
Mhm.
right? Like that's something that I'd look forward to hearing about from everybody as well. Any closing words that you want to share with anyone, Erica?
No, I think that I've said all that I want to say. I do just want to thank you again, Leanne. It was just it. You mentioned it earlier. It was just a blessing to meet you in our sangha, and I appreciate you inviting me to spend time here with you and with your audience. And I hope that this brought some of you even at least the prospect of some peace.
Right, exactly. So, well, I just can't say enough words of thanks, but and until we see each other again, and to all of you, until we see each other again, please be well, be at peace, and enjoy the rest of your day and your week. Take good care, everyone.